to start working on the legs a little bit. I'm going to work on the upper part of the leg and lower. I'll do both sides and then I'll come to the feet. So as mentioned, I'm going to do a lovely foot massage and integrate some reflexology along the way. It's quite nice to pair the legs and the feet together in a treatment. Everything is so linked in the body, but especially the legs and the feet. So we're going to be doing a leg and foot massage followed by reflexology, which should be really lovely. And I'm going to use some of the warm stones as well. But what I like to do, if it's okay with you, as I would ask all my clients, is if we do a nice little relaxation and meditation before we begin, okay? Okay. So when you're ready, just close your eyes. And just let yourself settle into the position that you're in. Relaxing the muscles across the face. So around the eyes, across the cheeks, along the jaw. Giving plenty of space to your neck by feeling your shoulders just soften. I want you to think about breathing into your belly. Just letting the belly rise and fall. That's great. And this meditation, relaxation, is all focused around the breath, which I find is just a really great way to help you feel more calm and bring you into the present moment, into the space. And we can actually channel our breath. We can channel our breath into different parts of the body. So we're starting with just the belly, thinking about the belly, expanding as you inhale, softening as you breathe out. Yes. As you do that, I'm just going to use a little bit of sound to cleanse the space. As the breath is flowing through the belly, we're now going to take that one step further, allowing the belly and the rib cage now to expand and soften. Feeling that slight compression as you exhale, maybe even pausing slightly between inhale and exhale. Exhale and inhale. towards this full body breathing. So now adding on the chest, the belly, rib cage, the chest. And the breath is starting to grow a little bit deeper now. You can even notice, you can feel as well the heartbeat. Adding in the throat, belly, rib cage, chest, throat as you inhale and as you exhale. Space between each breath you take. Your inhale is an opportunity for you to create space in the body. And the exhale is an opportunity for you to release tension and negativity as well. Let's just stay with that beautiful breath for a little bit longer. Noticing perhaps whether there's a order or a rhythm to how the body moves. What rises and lowers first. So you might find the belly starts to rise first, then the rib cage, then the chest, then the throat. And then the reverse might be true as you breathe out. Just notice, just be aware. All of this is a great way to practice mindfulness. Slowing down the breath, different breathing techniques, such as this full body breathing, is great for your respiratory system as well. So let's do 3 more of those. Full breath in. Yes, lovely. And a full breath out. Just working with a pace that suits you just fine. Beautiful, and one more. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more calm, so just allow your breath to flow back into a natural, easy state. I'm just going to start working on the legs a little bit. So I'm just going to get you to move your arm a little bit. That's it. You can tuck it in. That's it. There you go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to just expose this foot a little bit. I'm going to work on the upper part of the leg and lower. I'll do both sides and then I'll come to the feet. It's okay. Your legs actually feel quite warm. The heated bed definitely helps, doesn't it?
So cozy.
Okay. grapeseed oil, which is pretty good for any sensitive skin. Do you get much tension in your legs at all?
I definitely think the bottom half, the lower part.
Down here, you mean?
Yeah.
Around your, okay.
Sometimes I get like leg cramps, so.
Around your calf muscles?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to fold that nice and flat actually, so nothing is blocked off. Good. It's quite nice to pair the legs and the feet together in a treatment. Everything is so linked in the body, but especially the legs and the feet.
Yeah, that actually feels so nice. I didn't realise how tense that area could be.
Yeah, and I often think that you might find like people worry about having their legs massaged be like tickly, but it's not really tickly. But your knees take on so much, right? They take on a lot of strain. Bring like slightly, that's it, perfect. I'm going to be using some warm stones, so you're going to feel a little bit of warmth now, okay? This time of year I always have the hot stones turned on, just in case somebody wants hot stones as their treatment, just because it feels so good. And you get quite cold as well, don't you? So
Definitely, yeah. This feels so nice.
Nice when we come to the feet, especially. Okay. So being aware of your breath can be really helpful as well when we're doing a massage. Thinking about if any parts of the massage feels quite tight, the muscles feel quite sore. Working with your breath can be really helpful. So for instance here we could take a deep breath in when you're ready, and then exhale, now relaxing into the muscle. That's great. Let's do 2 more of those. Deep breath in and exhale. Just at your own pace, do 1 more of those. Good. Just breathing normally now. Especially when you're working deeper into the muscles, so it can be really nice. So although we're doing more massage today and just a little bit of reflexology, is there anything that you're struggling with day-to-day life that might help if I'm aware of when we go to that reflexology? What do you think?
I think a lack of sleep, but I don't know if that's really related. Well, I'm sleeping, but I don't think I'm sleeping very well.
quality of sleep.
Yeah. So I wonder if that might.
Do you wear one of those watches?
I do.
I have one of those as well.
It says my deep sleep is very short.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when you said that your sleep wasn't. You are sleeping, but it's not necessarily that you're not sleeping, it's the quality of your sleep. So
Yeah.
do you feel it? Do you feel that you're not?
I
Because
think
if you're not having deep sleep, are you feeling like not energized throughout the day?
I think there's a mixture of that and also just making really silly decisions that I wouldn't usually.
Okay.
Like being a bit more ditzy than usual.
Ah, okay. This time of year, I mean, I know people will watch this at all time of year, but like this time of year is like there's so much going on up here.
Yeah.
So it's, I think you're allowed to be a bit more ditzy. Okay, so sleep. Alright. Anything else or just sleep?
Let me think. I think mostly sleep. I'm just very busy as well, so.
Yeah. Trying to do so many things at once.
Yeah. I wish I had a clone. Could do more.
They say everyone has a doppelganger out there, I think, don't they?
I'd love to meet her. She can help me with this channel.
Yeah. Just going to slightly lift, that's it. I'm going to just pull just slightly, just to bring length to your hip. Because obviously you're lying on your back. We're not going to do lying on your front with this, so I'm just going to just bring a little bit of pressure to the back of the leg. It's actually probably a really good treatment for you to have after being on a train as well.
I can already feel the difference on the left
Can
and
you?
the right, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do the feet together, so I'll just bring a little bit of warmth. I think just, and I'll come back. Okay. And so maybe just for the people watching on the video, I can't go around this side just because there's so many different cameras here, so I'm going to try and massage from this angle, but we'll see how we go.
Thank you.
Make sure I fold that back just like that. On this side as well, is this okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to check you're all covered up still for the camera. Okay.
Thank you.
Just because I can't see as well. this side bit here, the sciatic nerve. It's quite a commonplace of tension. Just let me know if the temperature's okay, so it's quite a warm one. Is that alright?
That's really nice.
Okay, I'm just using it really just to warm the muscle up more than anything else.
Yeah, this side feels more tense, but I can't tell if that's because it's second.
Oh no.
But this is often the side I get like leg cramps on, so.
Oh, you get leg cramps and you get leg cramps where is the cramp? Is it up here more?
It has been here sometimes as well, but it's mostly the lower.
Oh, it is.
part.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yes, you said the lower.
It's always when I'm in bed at night sleeping, so.
I know quite a few people that come for like a more, I guess, intense massage because they have have you heard of the restless leg syndrome, when people have like, they can't stop fidgeting their legs and it's really, really frustrating. I guess it's not like a leg cramp, they just like can't stop moving their leg.
Right.
And it's normally just like having a massage will help them that night because it's like blood flow to that area.
Yeah. Yeah, leg massage is never really.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, I never really think about it, but because I'm so focused on shoulders.
Yeah, everyone is.
Yeah.
And so would I, but like, because obviously being pregnant like I've gone for, I wanted to have a treatment. I can't lie on my front, so you can't do a pregnancy massage on your side.
Yeah.
But so I've had like my legs massaged and it's such a nice feeling.
So nice.
It's lovely and it goes really nicely with the feet. Okay, let's go back to that lovely breath work. So deep breath in and out. When you're ready, deep breath in and out. One more when you're ready. Good. And even though with you lying on your back there's more muscle for us to get into than when you're, obviously your calves are on your back part of your leg, you might find that some of the cramps might have derived from further up, so
Okay.
it's still beneficial for you. You'll know from all of the treatments that you've had a little bit with when it comes to energy and the chakra points, the base of the spine, which is kind of like the lowest chakra here, is affecting all down here, and this is like the most important energy point. And so like if you have anything that's affected you from your past, or if you're struggling with feelings of trust or safety or anything like that, it can affect. The idea is that it affects you not just emotionally, but it also displays itself physically as well on the body, so it could be linked.
Yeah, definitely. It's like so many layers to all of these things.
Yeah, there really is. As there is to every individual. Okay. Just bring a bit of warmth to your feet just before we really get going. Okay, let's just cover these up. What I want to do is just pop a cushion under your knees, if that's okay. I'll just get it ready. Okay, so bend your knees for me. And then extend and just check. Is that underneath your knees?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Alright, good. Okay, lovely. Just take a moment to settle your mind, just as we come to work on the feet as we transition to the next phase of the treatment. Just going to separate the feet a little bit. That's it. Let's see what we've got. Oh yes, still got a couple of lovely warm ones. Nice. So as mentioned, I'm going to do a lovely foot massage and integrate some reflexology along the way. So a lot of these movements are just going to hopefully just feel really nice. But then some of the points, the reflex points, are intended to work their way up through the nerve endings to just help bring better balance to the body. And I'll probably do the reflex points that are linked to the immune system, the legs and the hips, as you mentioned about having these cramps around the calves and the lower legs. And then I'll also work into some of the hormonal points and the adrenals. Just because you mentioned about sleep. actually find with people like yourself that you'll benefit more and probably enjoy the treatment more with the warm stones. Yeah, I think just because if your feet are cold, you just don't relax as much.
They feel amazing.
I think a couple of my friends who do treatments, they have like a caddy for the warm towels and hot stones, so it's a bit like a microwave. So that heats everything up without making any noise, but I've only got the steamer one, so it sounds a bit like a kettle. It's a bit too noisy for today. At least we can warm them up a little bit. Let's focus on one foot at a time. And again, just like we mentioned about these cramps at the lower leg, perhaps, not definitely, just perhaps being linked to the quads, hamstrings, the upper legs. You also might find that there's a link through the feet as well. So I'm going to feel the tension in the feet, work a little bit, I think, as well into the calves and the ankles, and just like a massage anywhere else, I'll spend some time pausing on any points that feel like they might need a little bit more attention. When I'm sat down like this, I can actually get into the calf muscle a little bit easier as well. So I can put a bit of pressure there. And the same goes for the reflex points. I'll be looking to feel for tension in those spots and then pausing, either sort of hovering finger or thumb over the point, or circling, massaging into that point. less draining movement is always recommended for people with perhaps a lower immune system. And it's good for bringing blood flow up the legs back into the main centre of the body. That's all good. Just a little bit there. It's quite common to have tension around the heel. You're not flat-footed though, you've got a little bit of an arch there. I don't know whether you've had your feet analysed in any of your other escapades.
I had one lady mention that maybe because I did lots of ballet as a kid that it might be arched.
Yeah. But your arch is in the centre or in the middle part of your foot. There's no arch here, you know. You have elegant feet. I don't think you have ballet dancers' feet, because ballet dancers' feet are like ruined, aren't they? From all of that.
True. Yeah, I didn't do it very seriously, which I suppose helps. Are most feet, more people more flat then?
No, it depends really. Everybody's different. Everyone's different, but I was just thinking, you know, most people, if they are walking and they have a problem with their walking style, they're more likely to be putting pressure onto the heel than onto the toes, though it does happen.
Okay.
So it's when I work into your heel, I just notice a bit crunchy around there. It's not so much now, but that's quite, like I say, it's quite common. Okay, what's that? Just like the adrenal point, which is good for sleep. I think it actually feels more sleep inducing without any music doing a treatment actually now.
Yeah, it's just like bedtime, like going to sleep.
Yeah, it is.
The bed is so warm as well.
Is it okay though? It's not too hot.
No, I don't think I have it too hot.
Just like sometimes my some of the clients I have, I was going to say my ladies, but obviously I have all different types of people, but some of the ladies that come from my treatments with me do get too hot if I have I don't put the bed on for everybody.
Right.
Because you can imagine that, like, with massage, you're constantly bringing the blood to the surface, so it does make people feel warmer if they're prone to getting warm.
Yeah, I love it. I wish my actual bed had this.
Well, you could get a heated blanket, that's all it is.
Yeah, put it on my Christmas wish list.
I don't think electric-wise it's too expensive, because when my studio used to be downstairs, I used to have to put the heating on because it's a big room downstairs, so it'd get cold, and that obviously cost so much.
Oh gosh.
But swapped to just using, like, always putting on the hot stones, using the heated blanket. It's like much cheaper. So there's a tip for anybody who has a home studio. It's just a bit less expensive. And this room as well, because it's small and because it's on the top floor, it doesn't get too cold in here either. You can tell the difference between two sides. And your feet they pronate out as well, so the feet are a reflection of what's going on with your hips as well. So if your feet slightly turn out, it tends to mean that your hips slightly turn out as well.
Is that a posture thing or a genetic thing? Okay.
Yeah, like if people come to me, like, because when people hear massage, reflexology, they think that if they have problems with their feet, that those kind of treatments are the answer, but often that's not the case. They need to see an osteopath, so like people who can give you orthotics for your shoes and stuff like that, or do anything maybe more like muscular work that might need to be done, or if it's anything to do with the placement of the toes, or etc. etc. So if it was causing you pain, if someone said to me, I have a lot of pain when I walk, I would instantly just check the pronation on their feet and also the arches of their feet, and if anything looked kind of really extreme, I would perhaps recommend they go and see someone who could do some orthotics or something like that for them. But if it's not causing you any pain, then absolutely not. You don't need to do anything about it. It's just the way your feet are and the way your body is. Perfectly imperfect.
That's so interesting though. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, that's quite a poetic trait, I suppose. I bet that would be a cool video to do. With the ballet, like adjusting posture and stuff like that, like when you do all the different poses, but you'd have to do ballet.
Yeah. I haven't done it in like almost 10 years.
Yeah. They do like adult classes as well, don't they now? I do like the idea of joining some sort of club like that.
It could be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked up one, but I couldn't join because I think it started at 7 and I get back at like 7:15 or something.
That would be a really good thing for you to do, like with all the other things you have going on, like to have something, not necessarily that, but
Yeah.
to have something like for you,
Yeah. Like a hobby.
Yeah.
I tried pottery for a bit.
Did you?
But
Not for you.
I think the wheel stressed me out. It's so fast.
My friend did a pottery course and she loves it, but they do a lot of like hand building.
hand building sounds much more fun.
Yeah. Because at Halloween she sent me all these photos of these little ghosts that she'd made. They're really cute.
That's so cute.
And I think for Christmas she's made loads of like coasters and stuff like that, which is sweet. Let's go into the calf muscle a little bit. Might just need more. There we go. See what the heel's like on this side. It's a bit crunchy as well there. Okay. So let's just return to that full body breathing. Belly, the rib cage, chest, the throat, expanding, filling the body up as you breathe in, choosing to let go of anything holding you back as you breathe out. Good. Take one more